My name is Akankshya Upadhyay and I am your English instructor. In today's class, we will be solving the reading portion of Unit 5, which is criticizing and expressing degrees of probability. So let us begin. In the reading section, we have people's opinion about building a cinema hall. We will be going through the perspective or views of local people. So let's begin. The text reads, an entertainment-related company plans to open a cinema in a newly developed town in the far western part of Nepal. The company sent some of their surveyors to ask the people's views. The views collected express the likely results of the cinema. Harina Rayamaji, Parigaon. Surely the cinema will spoil our children. They are bound to take money from home and go to the cinema instead of school. The schools are unlikely to be able to control the children. The proposed cinema may be a big nuisance for parents with low income. Jaimati Parki, Laldunga. Delighted to know about the new proposal. The cinema is certain to generate jobs in our area. People are likely to learn modern trends through entertainment. The cinema may bring new and suitable films for our locality. People might get to know lots of things about the cleanliness, education, human rights, safe motherhood and women empowerment. Bhandev Bhatta, Chudeli Rupal. Only the FM radio kills half of our working time. The cinema is certain to consume the whole. All are likely to be crazy about the films once they see one. Where to get the money from them all? Single bread earners like me are sure to have very hard times. Besides, people might turn disinterested in their local cultures and meals. The new generations may forget our age-long traditions and culture. Does anybody want to buy my land and house? I will migrate somewhere else. Jagannath Bohra, Katal. The cinema is likely to bring both good and bad changes in the society. Our children might not give much time to their studies. Young people will probably adopt the bad culture of selfishness, willingness, and violence as found in the movies. But at the same time, they will get to know lots of new and good things. The local authorities might not be able to systematize how often one can go to the cinema. Anyway, you can't prevent something that is taken as the sign of development. Now let's go through the questions and choose the best alternatives. The word spoil, as used in the sentence, means spend much time, form bad effect on character, improve. The word spoil is used by Harina Ramjali in the first sentence where she says, surely the cinema will spoil our children. So spoil means to form bad effect on character because she stands about the cinema spoiling her children. So spoil does not mean to spend much time or improve. Instead, the best option is form bad effect on character. So let's mark it down. The second question is, to generate job also means to something job. So in the second paragraph, Jaimati Parki says, the cinema is certain to generate jobs in our area. This means she is sure that the cinema is going to create job opportunities in her area. So it does not mean to simplify or give. Instead, it means to create job. So let's mark it down. Something that causes trouble is described as a first option is income. So income never causes trouble. The second option is disinterested. So being disinterested might cause troubles in society for a good cause. If you don't show interest for a good cause in society, then it might bring some troubles. It might cause some troubles. The third option is nuisance. So nuisance suddenly causes troubles. So in disinterested and nuisance is more likely to cause troubles. Also, in the first paragraph, Harima Ramjali says the proposed cinema may be a big nuisance for parents with low income. So it means that the cinema may cause trouble for those parents who don't earn very much. So nuisance is the best option for something that causes trouble. A proposal is a dash plan. So proposal is a proposed plan. It's not a new plan. If you propose something, that becomes a proposal. So proposed is the best option for the question. And finally, the last question for this section is, willingness is the cleverness at getting the correct answer, getting what one wants, and cheating others. In the final paragraph, or in the final opinion, Jagannath Bohra says, young people will probably adopt the bad culture of selfishness, willingness, and violence as found in the movie. So he is referring to bad activities that people or children, young people, can probably adopt. So willingness is surely something bad. Now the first option, getting the correct answer, there's nothing bad in that. So we discard the first option. Further, getting what one wants is not, we cannot say it's a bad activity. So we discard it, and finally cheating others is something bad. So willingness means cheating others. The synonym for willingness is cheating. So we mark it down. This is all for the read and choose. Now further we move to find and list out. The people's view that we just read mainly convey the following 4 degrees of probability, and now we need to find the sentences and put them under the correct headings. For example, something will certainly happen. So this is a degree of probability, and the sentence that expresses this probability that something will certainly happen is, children are bound to take money and go to cinema instead of school. This is said by Harina Ramjali in the first opinion box, and this is something that she believes that will certainly happen. So for this degree of probability, we choose this statement. Something may or might happen. So you're not very sure about it's going to happen, but you know that there are chances. So we go for looking for a sentence that matches this degree of probability, and we again find it in the first opinion box where Harina says, the proposed cinema may be a big nuisance for parents with low income. You can find other sentences too with the same degree of probability, but for now we chose the sentence, the proposed cinema may be a big nuisance for parents with low income. Something may or might not happen. We can find the sentence of this degree of probability in the fourth opinion, where Jagannath Bohra says our children may not give much time to their studies. So let's write it down. And finally, the degree of probability, something certainly won't happen. Something certainly won't happen. This probability is best expressed by Jagannath Bohra, where he says the local authorities might not be able to systematize how often one can go to the cinema. So this probably won't happen. So let's write it down. This is all for today's class. If you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything that you wish to share with us, please feel free to write to us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thanks for watching.